Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for a radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also tuning in to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. One of the things we've always tried to encourage you all about over the years is to remember that you can make a difference no matter who you are or where you are. And our next guest definitely knows this firsthand. We're excited to welcome Bellen Woodard to our program today. Bellen is someone who's been able to use her platform to be able to inspire others, and now she's able to do it in her new book called More Than Peach, Changing the World One Crayon at a Time. We're going to talk to Bellen not only about what it's been like for her to see the response to the new book, but also the message she has for all of you, regardless of your age. Bellen, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bellen, really enjoyed your book. This is such I think, a great look at how all of us can be able to make a difference and the importance of standing up for yourself. What has it been like for you to see the response to the book so far?
It's been all really positive responses. I'm so excited. They're all, everyone is being really nice about it, and I just can't wait for everyone to be able to get one and for everyone to be able to read it. And teachers are also really excited, especially, and I think it would be great for classrooms, especially because it's a visual, and I know kids love picture books because, you know, it's kind of like a movie. Like, it tells a story, but there's pictures.
Yeah. So, Bellen, I didn't mention this, but you also the president of Bellen's More Than Peach project. For our audience that's just finding out about it, they'll get an idea of what it is through the book. But how did it come about that you started Bellen's More Than Peach project?
So I started hearing kids ask for the skin color crayon, which I knew was the peach crayon, and it was kind of weird hearing this language in a space that I loved. And I knew that it didn't have to be there. And so one day it kind of got to me, and I felt confused. And so that day I went home to my mom, and we had a conversation, and I was telling her how kids were calling the peach crayon the skin color crayon, and I knew that there was more than one skin color. And so she suggested for me to hand over the brown crayon next time. But I didn't want to do that because I knew that if I didn't like being handed the peach crayon, then nobody would like being handed the brown crayon if that wasn't their skin color. And so I told her next time I'm actually going to ask what color they want because it could be a number of any different beautiful colors. And so when I went back to school, I started using that language, and my teachers started catching on, and then my classmates, and then my whole school, and now everyone.
Yeah. Now everyone. Yeah, and especially when they read the book More Than Peach. Thank you so much for sharing that, Bellen. So, Bellen, could you have imagined when you started that, just by asking? And I think that's such a great message for all of us, right? Instead of assuming something about someone, to actually ask them. Could you have imagined when you did that it would create this big movement like this?
Not at all. I started when I was like 8, so it's been about 3 years, and I did not expect all of this, and I most certainly did not expect a whole book, or I didn't quite know what would happen. But I'm so glad that everything did. And I know More Than Peach is actually about more than just crayons, but my crayons, I created them so that my More Than Peach skin color crayons can actually spread a message and change the language in classrooms across, not only just across the country, but across the world. And it was just important for me to use my voice and create an inclusive brand and to create a love language, because we'll create a love language that can help change the world literally one crayon at a time.
Exactly. What part of the book for me, and I've read it now a couple of times, Bellen, but part of the book for me is also about loving the skin you're in and celebrating that, whatever that skin is. What has it been like for you to see that people are excited, about for one the skin that they're in, but also making sure they're celebrating that and them being uniquely an individual?
Mm-hmm. I think it's really important because no one's the same. Everyone's different, and it's just really important because that's what makes that's what makes the world cool is seeing all these types of different people, and not seeing a million of views or oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
And so and it just helps everyone understand each other, and yeah.
Yeah. I love in the book you said, I had been the spark, and now my whole classroom is lit up. It's so important that your space is brilliant just like you. And I love that because the pictures that fit those words, Bellen, you show the students of different colors. Is that what you want everyone who picks up this book to realize, that no matter what color they are, no matter what skin they're in, that they are special and they're important?
My philosophy is also that, leave any space you're invested in better than you found it, and because there's always room for improvement anywhere and everywhere. And so, and then also just love the skin.
Yeah. Last thing I want to mention that you have in the book, I love the illustration of you with the family. And one of the things that you said when you were writing your idea down, and you said growing isn't always easy. Change is a team effort. What has it been like for you to see how people are joining the team around the world of making sure that they're helping to spread this message? It
definitely helps so much because, I get 500 letters maybe a week, and
wow.
They're all really great responses, but it's just helping too, because it lets me know that when I'm doing something right, but it's also getting to other kids, and it's inspiring kids, and hopefully they're being those leaders in their own classrooms too, and and so I hope this book is an inspiration for millions.
Yeah. Last question I want to ask you, Bellen, and this is a personal one for you. What was it like for you to see yourself brought to life in a book? What was it like for you to hold it for the first time?
It was really weird because I definitely never thought I was going to be an author. That wasn't my original plan. But I don't mind it at all. I think it's actually pretty cool. And it was really cool, and especially because I'm on the cover, and and the illustrations are great, and so it was a really well done. It was a really well done book. It was
really
good.
Yeah, and such a great message. Again, everyone, Bellen Woodard has been our guest. More Than Peach is the title of her first book. I know the first of many, Changing the World One Crayon at a Time. You all can get it through our friends at Amazon.com or through your favorite bookstore if they don't have it. I know they'll be more than happy to order it for you. It's brought to you by our friends at Scholastic. And Bellen, how can our audience stay connected with you?
So my website is www.morethanpeach.com, and then my Twitter is Bellen the Bee, and then my Instagram is More Than Peach Project, and then my Facebook is just More Than Peach. So, yeah.
We'll make sure that we tag those for you. Bellen, congratulations to you, and thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, glad to do it. You have a great one. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.